What you do in private shows in public. Reading shows up in conversation. Your diet shows up in your energy. Your discipline shows up in your confidence. You are what you do when nobody is watching. The problem is that most people are lying to themselves about who they are. They think identity is what they post, what they say, what they claim. It's not. Identity is what you do at 11 p.m. when you're tired and no one cares. It's the choice between the book or the scroll, because the world broadcasts outcomes. The quiet hours write them. Reputation is just your routine wearing a tux. The world doesn't reward what you say you'll do. It rewards what you've already done. It rewards the version of you that existed before anyone was paying attention. If you wonder why you're not where you want to be, the answer's in the room you're sitting in right now, in the choices you made yesterday that you'll make again tomorrow. We think we need to save our best selves for when it counts, but it always counts. So do the work. Let your habits shape your identity, not your words, because in the end, you are what you do when nobody is watching, and eventually everybody's watching.
Nothing matters like right now. Nothing matters as much as today. Nothing matters as much as what's going to happen from now until the next hour. And the reason for that is because whatever it is that you want to do can reinforce so much of your identity, can reinforce so much of what you want to be and who you want to be, that if you were to really give it its right, you'd be able to get things done that you're actually surprised by. Now, it might be hard, as in you might have to get a few things done that actually take an hour. So you need to drive somewhere, you need to go print something out and then get that document sent here or sent there. And it might be a little bit of a long process. But in general, you take that initial step, in initiating that path opens up the doors for you to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. And if you think about this in terms of a cycle or in terms of a loop, every hour is the most important hour of your life, because that hour dictates what your life is, where your life is going, and who you are. And if you think about that repetitively, so this hour is the most important. When the next hour comes, you have that same thought, which is the most important. And then again, it happens, and again and again. You're able to live your whole life in the present. You're able to be conscious of what you're doing and why you're doing it, who you are, and who you're going to become. And something that I want people to think about and really take away from this is that if you give in to who you want to be every time, you will be that person, inevitably, even if it means that you change who your goal is as you go on. Because you learn. The more you learn, the more you adapt, the more you grow, you might change. And that's okay. But at least you are who you want to be and who you know you should be. If you have a guiding light, if you have something that's a guidance for you, and you base your life on that, and every step of the way, you ensure that you are following that guidance, you can never go wrong, even if you put in as much effort as you possibly can, always. Now, it might not make sense, but having so many tries means that you're probably going to have a lot of failures. But in reality, if it's all towards the right path, then you're always winning and you're always succeeding.